I was really annoyed with how this fight was going, but at this point, I'm fine with the weekly laugh. This was a hilarious chapter, but not for the right reasons. So let's just talk about it. Chapter 253 of Jujutsu Kaisen starts with a page where Nanami, Meimei, Gojo, and Kusakabe are asked to be the strongest grade 1 sorcerers. Everyone other than Kusakabe says it's Kusakabe, although Gojo and Nanami say there are circumstances where he isn't the strongest. Kusakabe says it's not him or someone called Usame, who hasn't been mentioned before. Some people think it's Meimei's real name, which would be cool. This segment feels a lot like that one extra chapter where everyone says Gojo's the strongest. A lot of this chapter is fighting, and it is cool fighting. Both Maki and Sukuna are on demon time. Sukuna catches the soul-cutting blade, which is cool, but it has stirred up some controversy. I don't think this is as big of a deal as some people are making out to be. He isn't blocking the rim of the blade that cuts things. He's holding the sides. I do think Maki should have still cut him since she was swinging down. She would have at least cut a bit of Sukuna's palms if he was actually holding it. Or maybe it's just that his grip, maybe it's the grip on the sides that's so strong that she can't fully swing down. Anyway, Sukuna sends a slash that Maki blocks, but it pushes her into a building, and Sukuna appears behind her. That's some crazy speed, as he's able to fling her into a building, then run to the other side of the building, and run through the corridors till he's behind her. And he does all of this before she's able to recover or do anything other than continue blocking. So Sukuna almost kills Maki with more slashes, but Shiesty distracts him, getting slashed instead. It doesn't look like Shiesty is using domain amplification, so he's really holding on like a champ. I don't think he's dead because it doesn't look like the slashes do much damage. It might look that way because of the sketchy art style, or maybe because he's in a fully black outfit and blood is also drawn in black, so it's not easy to see. And it's crazy. The black outfit is even down to the mask. Kusakabe, the Usopp of JJK, let's be honest, slams Sukuna with the Nanami blade from above. This felt like that moment in Chainsaw Man where Power and Denji lay traps for Kishibe, even down to the trap from the floor above. Also, I noticed that there are 8 pages that have the same or similar paneling layout. Maki makes a comeback, and I don't know what's happening on this page. Is Sukuna being electrocuted by this panel he smashes into? Maki is very unsure if they'll win, and Gojo's death is confirmed, even by the narrator. Read him and weep, Gojo fans. Sukuna is having a lot of fun here, actually taking Maki seriously, as he even wants to test her and her heavenly restriction. He's so excited that he lands a black flash. And this black flash gets a triple camera shot in a manga. That's downright devious, especially on Women's History Day. I'll show you my reaction to this that I texted my friend with. Maki seems down for the count, but I don't think she's dead. Yuta was hit by a world-cutting slash, and yet Rika's still out, and it isn't clear whether he's dead or not. So for Maki to die here to a black flash would feel very weird and inconsistent. And can someone tell me, is a black flash's power different for each person who uses it? Because it feels like it shouldn't really knock her out. Anyway, Kusakabe is looking at this and he is not happy. He really is us, as he's trying to find every possible time to run away, but this isn't one of them. He's the only one there. As people say, it's time for the strongest sorcerer in history versus the strongest sorcerer alive. Now, as much as I love Kusakabe, and I love him a lot, I doubt he'll die or even fight Sukuna for long, even if I want him to kill Sukuna. Maki should be knocked out for long, and Yuji is probably around the corner. Now, let's talk about the Gege-shaped elephant in the room. He's at it again, killing off characters too fast and making Sukuna way too strong. I was really irritated by this. Gege disliked Gojo because he was too strong and his existence removed tension. But this is exactly what's happening with Sukuna, but dialed up to 11. The cast are fighting to stay awake. They're either dead or struggling to get up, while Sukuna was not only not trying while weakened, but now has replenished his cursed energy because of the Black Flash. It's really dumb and annoying because at this point, he feels like a character that either wins or loses to a contrived method that feels like a Deus Ex Machina. The only way I see the cast winning, that may feel somewhat earned, is them being healed and coming back together for round 2. But with Sukuna being at full strength once more and having domain expansion again, it'd be ridiculous to see them win. This fight would be more acceptable, at the very least, if Sukuna was still fun to watch. For me, personally, I don't know about you guys, Sukuna has lost his gleefully evil edge he had in Shibuya, where he was running around like a toddler with toys. Here he's just a punching bag that kicks back really hard. And it's really weird. He's been severely watered down. He feels like a live-action Aang, the 2024 one, while Shibuya Sukuna feels like the cartoon Aang. Megumi Sukuna feels like a completely different character than Yuji Sukuna. It's really, really crazy. But to be fair, Sukuna now, in the most recent chapter, is pretty well characterized. He feels like how he was in Shibuya, actually having fun, screwing around with people. He's a little more fun to watch. I also think the reason this fight is getting tedious, for me at least, is it's basically happening bi-weekly, so it feels longer than it actually is. I'm sure binging it will help it flow much better, but currently it isn't looking good, and this manga is rapidly declining in quality for me, even though it has been for a while. I don't know where this is going, but it's not in a good way. At this point, I can't even be angry at this anymore. It's just so absurd how fast the cast are getting knocked off the board by Sukuna, who's half asleep. With all this complaining I'm doing, you might be wondering why I'm still reading this even if I'm not enjoying it. Well, I continue to read this manga because I still have faith. I have been burned by it multiple times, but I still think it has time to stick the landing. I faced a similar situation with My Hero Academia. I saw its cracks become valleys, but now at this current stage, I love it and it's mended most of those cracks. I love it now. Jujutsu Kaisen can still land on 2 feet. I don't know how, but I think it still can. The people I hold close know I have blind faith in things working out. I hope Jujutsu Kaisen can cover, and I have faith it will. That being said, I can certainly see why people don't like this chapter, and I'm inclined to agree with them. This chapter and this fight is starting to become one of those things that's so bad it's good. In this case, it's becoming hilarious. Let me know what you think, what I can improve on, and generally express what you want, as long as it's on topic and respectful. This is only a manga, so there's no point in being toxic about it. It'll only hurt ourselves. Anyway, that's all I gotta say on this chapter, so goodbye. So, I've started this segment at the end of each of my videos where I just ramble for a bit. It acts as like an outro where some YouTubers have like some music playing while someone can click off the video. I'll just ramble a bit. So feel free to leave if you want. If you want to stay, great. I don't know what I'm going to talk about today. I don't know if I'll have time to write and record a fully fledged Undead Unluck chapter review by the end of this week, as this video I'm making right now, I've written and recorded it in 1 day, but I'm probably editing it tomorrow, so we'll have to see about that. If I don't manage to get an Undead Unluck video out by the end of the week, I'll probably review the chapter this week. I'm planning on reviewing the new One Piece chapter that's going to come out this week as well, and I don't really have much else to say, so goodbye.